Welcome into YouTube Smoke Sim Golf Live. Now, today, we are in my home state, about a 3 hour drive up north, Yocha Dehe Golf Club. Probably not going to sound familiar to most, but this course is a pristine course. It's located on the Cache Creek Casino Resort grounds, and it's a little bit expensive, but if you ever get the chance to play this course, you have to get up there and play it. Always in pristine condition. Gets a little warm in the summer, but it is worth the play. Cache Creek Casino Resort. Go check it out. Anyways, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Support your boy. We're growing, and I appreciate everybody that's subscribed. But let's get to hole one. So, hole one. Always want to get off to that good start. You know what I mean? Par better on hole one. It is 445 yard par four. Yeah, you heard that right. 445 par four. Now it's playing down slope, 129 feet, so it's a little skewed. The tee boxes I personally like to play is right around 6,500. I don't typically play tips or over 7,000 too often. Just doesn't fit my game. I don't have the length to compete with that. I will every once in a while, play a video from the tips to see what I shoot, and it's usually pretty bad. Not very entertaining unless you like to see someone shoot, 100 on a simulator. But I do videos from here and there, but 6,500 yards typically my range. Anyways, let's get to this first hole. Pretty wide open. Just got to get a good drive out there, though, is key. If you tuned in yesterday, never found that tee. Have no idea where it went. Got me a new one. That's neither here nor there. Let's get off to a good start here.
And with that, I
Boom,
declare this
baby.
event has begun.
We're on our way.
Pretty sure this is gonna land in the
Whoo,
fairway.
that baby looks like the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. And that number is skewed. It says I hit that 309 yards, but with the down slope, nowhere near that. I usually carry my drive anywhere from 230 to 250.
From about 135 yards out.
So we got 137. Now we're on flat ground. Had to take a parachute down, but we're there. Typically play a little draw. Just gonna aim right at the pin. 137 yards. Gonna pull 9-iron. Should be plenty. 9-iron has slowly been becoming one of my more and more favorite clubs. Caught it a little thin, maybe a little left too, yeah.
With a pitching wedge here, and I think he is going to fly the green.
Yeah. First swings of the day, you got to get through them.
And I don't think
That's
that
why I
was the
always
intent
say
of
the
the
hole
shot being
one's
the
hard to
first
get
shot.
off to a good start.
And, the wind got the
Now we're going
best
to
of
test the
that one, I
short
think.
game. Once you find your groove on the simulator, you're fine. But finding that groove sometimes takes a while, and you want to get out with pars while you find the groove. 25 yards out of a bunker. My short game is probably the weakest part of my game. Got to really start working on that. Not even going to get close to to the pin. It's ran out a little bit, but now we have a putt for par, and it's a long putt, 17 footer.
And about
Should be
17 feet
pretty
to the cup.
straight, but this is not how you want to start your round. Stressing over a par putt. Hey, Hazel Rocket, he's in the house. We've been connecting on YouTube, you know, sharing little trade secrets here and there. Appreciate you stopping in. I was just saying it's always good to try and get off to a good start on hole one. Start to find your groove. Always want to start off with pars, but you know, once you find your groove, then you're all right. But till then, it's kind of hard. 17 footer for par. Little right to left break. We'll see.
And just missing.
Oh, just on the high side. Didn't have enough break. So we're gonna start off with a bogey. That's pretty typical for me on hole one, but
And starting the day at 1 over par. And now the second hole tee up.
so in response to your comment, Rocket, I really went through the pros and cons of the GS Pro, I think it's called, and the TGC. At the time, I used the SkyTrack launch monitor, and at the time, there's a lot of I think it's still a lot of loopholes you have to go through to get GS Pro to work with the SkyTrack. Apparently, it's easy. I'm still new to the whole simulator setup. I mean, it took me a while just to connect the SkyTrack to the computer. The more and more you get comfortable with it, I guess, replacing files, doing this, that, another thing isn't as scary as it sounds. So I went with the one that SkyTrack recommends, kind of plug and play. It was TGC. I don't think it's raining. It don't look like it's raining on my side. I wouldn't bring the equipment out in the rain. There's been times where clouds look like they were rolling in, and I'm like looking, starting to feel a sprinkle. I'm like, gotta cut the stream short. Gotta go. That was on Twitch. Anyways, 454-yard par five. That sounds a little more real. Or actually, it's pretty short par five. We hit that same drive that we did on hole one. We have a chance to go for this on two. Hey, Rocket, I'm curious. What yardages do you usually play from, or tee boxes, I should say, do you play when you play? Typically, when I have a high finish, it goes right. We'll see. No,
And this is looking fairway bound.
yeah, there we go. Uh, Off the good part of the club face.
And hitting from 195 yards out.
I'm trying to see what you see on my phone. I could kind of see it. It does. It's kind of weird. No rain. I don't think there's any more rain in our forecast out here. I'm in Northern California. And you're going to start to see my dedication going into the summer because I'm going to be out here in 90 plus degree weather. I'm going to be dying. While you're sitting in nice air conditioning, at some point, I would love to move into an area where it's all indoor. I see some of these people's setups, and maybe one day. All right, 196, and it's pretty much all carry because you got to get over that bunker. If I end up in that bunker, it's not the worst thing, but would like to get over that bunker. Gonna go hybrid. It's a 5 hybrid. Probably one of my least consistent clubs that I got in the bag, but I can get it high in the air to try and get it to stop on the green a little bit if I hit it good. My miss is left, typically left with it. A nice hook. And left seems pretty safe, so I'm gonna hit it. I got under it a little bit.
Going with the hybrid here.
Yeah, see, I'll have a lot of. Oh, that actually is gonna land on the green. That was a good shot. I'll take that with the hybrid, but that's my typical miss with the hybrid. And if
Okay,
there's
hitting
water
this
on
par
that side, I
5
won't even
in
think about
2
hitting
is going to
hybrid.
set up some
But it was pretty safe
definite
left.
eagle
If I missed
possibilities. And this is
really
for
far
the eagle.
left, I would have had a lot of green to work with coming back into it. Oh, I'm talking on sim, tee boxes. I like to play something that's still challenging, but a little still fun. You know, there's nothing fun about playing 7,000 yards and hitting 3 wood, 4 iron into every green. Every once in a while, it's cool, you know, but not every time. So we got a 45 footer with a big hill in front of us. This thing's playing uphill and left to right. It says hit it about close to 60 footer. So let's see if we can tuck this up there nice and close. Get that bogey back. We'll see. It's so hard to see the hole for me. I don't know where it's at. I have a monitor off screen. Oh, we're inside gimme range. That's all I care about. And that's why I was
And
asking
that
you,
one's going to bring
Rocket,
down
about
to
that
even par.
or about that screen glare.
And now let's move to the third hole.
Depending on what time of day you playing it, it can get pretty bad. Like you can't even look at your monitor or screen and see what's going on. All right, after getting that bogey back, made birdie on that shorter par 5, but now we're at a 423 yard par 4. I don't know why this thing's telling me to lay up. You don't know who I am? We don't do much layups over here. Now this is one you have to get off to a good drive. Any long par 4, over 400 yards. Got to really get one out there. Let's see. Came off the club face a little funny. Yeah. Uh-oh, there's water over there. Knock it down. Knock it down.
It
Knock
looks
it
like it's
down.
going through the branches here on this
Don't.
one.
Don't.
One's Unfortunate. He's ended up in the water.
I knew it. It came off the club weird, and we're hitting again. Now we're playing for bogey. Alright. I typically don't miss off to the right. My miss is typically left with driver. Been standing a little further back from the ball because when I miss left, I get stuck and have to really try and whip one around. So when I just stood too far back, hit it off toe, and just pushed it right. Yeah, player B, right? Never fails.
Well, so far so good for this one.
That player B in you always
From the 150-yard marker.
comes through. Hit one out of bounds, and then you just pipe one right down the middle. Now I gotta tuck this close. I mean, if I could put this on and close, could still make par here. Got an 8 iron. Could be too much club. Gonna try and open the face a little bit on it. Felt good. It's a great line. Oh, this is sitting really good. Now just give me some spin on that. That might be in gimme range. It is. That's a par save, if I'm not mistaken.
And +1 on the day after that hole.
Nope.
And the wind could be an
I
issue
could have
on this
swore
next
though.
hole. Gonna have to
Out
see
in
how this tee
one,
shot
drop
goes.
two. Okay. Hit three off tee box. Yeah, it's still bogey. Yeah. All right, I'll take bogey off that though. It's a promising second shot. Now bring some water into play. I've had the luxury of playing this course in real life. Fun course, very challenging course. I'm gonna try and hit that same 8 iron, truthfully. 152 yards, no room to miss right. Pretty big green though, so I shouldn't be too worried about it. Felt good. Oh, it's cutting. I usually don't
I
cut
think
the
this
ball.
might be a
Yeah,
bit
I
long.
nuked it. That's a pure 8 for me.
Poor approach
I don't
shot there.
usually
Bit
account for
too
hitting my
much club
irons
on that.
pure because it rarely happens, but that thing was hit really well. Take really well over pretty bad, but sometimes when you're really flushing it, you get more distance, and then you're like, all right, am I gonna flush it? Do I club up or club down? So I was explaining this in one of my previous streams about putting. I was watching a YouTube video. I think it was someone from Callaway, like a representative from Callaway, one of the instructors, and he is saying that pros try and keep their putter within um, a 1 degree of open and closed club face. 1 degree. They really try and keep it in 0.5 degrees, but anything in the 1 degree. But us amateurs, he said, if you can keep your putter within a 2 degree, you have a good chance of hitting it at least on the line you're aiming for. And the reason why I bring this up is because Skytrack, the putting, I think it's more the sim software. So TGC gives you the degree of your putter crossing the crossing the launch monitor, and I go by that 2 degree rule, and it really holds up. It holds up really well. So that's where I would say it helps your putting is keeping that club face square through impact. It's all visual on depth. It's all feel. Like you don't have any visual. It's all feel. Even chipping, all feel. Anyways, that's what I had to say. Have to say about putting. Let's move to this 21-yard chip shot. I caught it thin. I think it's gonna be all right though. Yeah, it's gonna roll out. We're gonna have to putt it. I had no spin on that due to the fact that I caught it thin. Thought it might
And
be
a
okay.
save par.
I saw something about that. Wasn't they didn't really let him use any technology on the greens. So Augusta, that's a it's an animal of its own. What they say goes. They don't care. It's a pretty straight putt. As long as I keep my club face square, hit the right speed, I think this is dropping. It's a big par putt. I don't want to drop another stroke. There it
And a
is. Let's
decent little
go.
putt there.
Let's go. Even though it's for par, either sim or real life, that sound of the ball
And he's
dropping's
going to move
music
up
to
in the
my ears.
standings after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4.
All right, try and build some momentum off making a putt. Shorter par 4 here, 382. If you're still out there, Rocket, do you usually play golf balls that you would play on the course, or do you just kind of play anything random on your sim? All right, 384, par 4. Felt good. Yeah,
It
it's
looks
money.
looking pretty good.
Yeah, nice 245 carry right down the middle. Roll out to 270. Leaves 110. So 102 mile an hour swing, 145 mile an
And
hour
about
ball
110
speed.
yards
It's
to the
usually
pin for
my
you.
average. But I have seen, being on the sim, I've seen from when I started, I've seen my swing speed go up from, I was only averaging maybe like 85 miles per hour with driver. And now, soft driver swing, 95 miles an hour. So I do see improvements there. No, I hear you on that. It's crazy, I play a lot of Titleist on the Sim Pro V1s. Um, and in one of my previous rounds, I'll show you right here. I have it right here. But this thing will not break. I don't hit it anymore, but I just kind of keep it to show the quality of Titleist. Like the paint is coming off, everything's coming off of it, but it won't break. I've broken every other brand of golf ball um, in this sim, like just hitting it over and over again. Seems like Callaway, hate to say, is one of the worst. Just breaks after maybe, I don't know how many swings, I don't count them, but it's the first one to break. Look at this green. That's crazy. 110 yards. The carry has got to be exact. And it's kind of in between clubs. It's my 52, really going to have to go after it to get a 52 110, but a pitching wedge is just way too much club. This is kind of a gap that I have in my bag right now. I'm going to go with 52, although long is not the worst thing. You'll be in that back bunker. But they always say keep it under the hole. You don't want to be playing from behind the hole. So I got a 52-degree wedge. It's not going to get there. I didn't drive it enough. Uh, oh, we're so close. Do not
Well,
plug.
not a very great approach shot there, and just
I
not
knew it.
enough
I
club
knew
on
it
that one.
wasn't enough club. I could not get it
And
there.
from the sand.
Oh my gosh. This is a tough bunker shot. We're plugged, so I have no idea how this ball is going to come out. It can come out dead at AF or it can just come out as a flyer. You, these plugged lies here on TGC is not consistent whatsoever. See, I'm glad I'm not the okay. I'm the only one about these Callaways, man. I I'm not gonna say they're not a good golf ball, but they're not a durable golf ball. We could definitely say that. I think we can all agree on that. All right, 11-yard bunker shot. And what's crazy is I love the three-line Callaways. I forget what the name of them is. Like, I love the fact that they put those three lines because that's how I like to mark my ball on the course. But I refuse to play Callaway just because of the fact that when I hit them out here, break all the time. All right, let's see what we can do. Gotta pop this up over that. I don't know if it's gonna get over that. Oh, it barely got out. That actually worked out really well. Wasn't planned that way. I tried to go over that. It went dead into the face of it. But at the end of the day, the scorecard only shows a par. It doesn't
And
show
as
how
we
you
look at
got
the
that
board,
par.
our leader today is sitting on the top with a score of 3 under
Triple track.
and
There
now
you go.
setting up for par 5.
That's the word I was looking for. And I love it. I love the markings on it. Like, you know, I don't like to hit the marker when I mark my golf ball. It's like, dang, I'm gonna smear this all over the face of my club. But if it's printed on the golf ball and part of it, it's fine. So, but I won't do it. Won't play it. So we got 500 yards, par five. Let's make some noise on this par five. Here we go with another tee saga. These tees just disappear. I like to play these white rubber tees. Lost one yesterday. Don't know. I still don't know where the heck it went. Like I have no clue where this tee's at. All right, par five. Looking to get off. I might have pushed it a little right. We'll see. Yeah, that's how it felt coming off the club face. Stay right of that bunker. No, it's going right in it. Problem with going
Probably
in
not
these
too
bunkers
pleased
is
with
you're not going
himself
to get
after
any
that one.
roll out of it. So I know exactly which one. So Titleist makes the same matte finish, and I'm still indecisive. Like I, this is a controversial take here, but I love the green golf ball. My eyesight is terrible, but I could see a green golf ball flying through the air. So that's why I really like the matte ones are even easier for me to see, and they stand out like crazy in the grass. Here we go again with that. So I'm not gonna worry about the tee right now. Yeah, 240 yards, no chance of getting it to the green. Just want to give myself a good angle. So a good angle would be right out here. I'm gonna hit 5 iron. Biggest concern is getting it over that front lip of this bunker. I think it's further, far enough away to where I could get the ball high enough to clear that lip. So I don't think it's gonna come into play. We'll find out. Oh, I peered that. Get over the bunker. Oh yeah.
Well, sounds
Right
like he's
into
going
the
through the
tree
branches
though.
here.
Cart path. Here we go. Right into the tree.
And I
I thought
doubt he's
I
very happy about
didn't even
that
take that
shot.
tree into consideration. That's on me. It's on me. All right. Smoke that 5 iron though. So I've heard that it's not against the rules to use those on. I never even thought about that. I never even considered that. And they'd be super. They stand out on the course. Like sometimes I like to use the I think they're called birdie tees, the little plastic. I like to use those on the course. But dude, you're looking all over for that tee because you just spent three or $6 for four of them. So you're over there like, where my tee at? But I never would have thought about bringing that with you. So we only got 134 yards. It's gonna be a 9 iron, I think. Smooth nine. And the problem with that is, if I hit this 9 iron pure, we're flying this green. But I always account for hitting my pitching wedge that far. Just hit solid. Ah, it's left. That was a bad shot. That's crazy. Stay. It's on me. I pulled it. It didn't feel like a pull. It felt really like a good shot, but back in the sand. All I gotta do is get this on the green, and the slope of this hill will take it down. But now on this particular bunker shot, I can't hit it into the face of the hill because it's just gonna go into the bunker. Like the previous one I had was grass, so it was not a problem. Got to get this up. Get it up quick. We'll see. It should be. I did not want to be short on that. A little long is fine. My short game's so bad that I like to just tell myself, get it somewhere on the green and give yourself
And
a
one over
chance.
for the day after that hole.
There's nothing worse than, still being in that
And
bunker. So
setting up
I
for the
always
par 3
try
hole.
and uh, miss on the long side with my wedges. So on your mat, you can use actual tees. You can plug tees into the mat. What kind of mat are you using? Cause I notice it's like two separate mats, but every time you swing, that mat doesn't move. So I was curious of what kind and how it's even mounted. Getting a lot of bunker practice today. That's for damn sure. So we got 146 par 3. Gonna aim for the big part of this green here. And go with 9 iron. It's gonna be a kind of a hooky 9 iron. It's the only way I can really get it that far. Just hit a nice hook. We'll see about that. Yeah, there's the hook.
9 iron.
Yeah,
9 iron
I
through
called it. I
to my
know my
club on this
game.
one.
I mean, this is why my 9 iron
That was
is becoming
unfortunate
one of
to
my
slow.
favorite clubs. Look at the ball mark. Granted, it's not, as pure as I would like, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, so that I know I'm hitting off of look like tan bark underneath your mats. I'm not 100% sure just from the visuals of what I've seen, but I put those like gym squares, foam squares underneath my mat in my whole hitting bay just to take some of that ease the tension off the joints because the foam that comes underneath that mat's nowhere near enough. So, and it helped tremendously on the elbows. All right, little 17 yarder. It's gonna be a little bump and run. Yeah, that's why that 9 iron is becoming one of my favorite clubs. Like it seems like I hit the, right smack dab in the middle of the face at least 9 out of 10 times. Like I called my shot there. Come on, now just run out a little bit. Come on, get up there. That's a tough one. We'll see. We want to be in that gimme. Nope. It's gonna make me putt it for par.
This one's about
Yeah, I
10 feet
mean, I hit
away.
it just the way I wanted it to. It didn't run out as much as I thought it might, but it's all right. So I am currently playing um, the Titleist T300s. I think 2 years ago they came out with these irons because I think the 350s, and I kind of kicking myself over getting the 300s over the 200s. I didn't really know a whole lot about them. I know the 300s are game improvement, and the 200s are kind of intermediate. And I'm an experienced golfer, but still a high handicap golfer. I only go out maybe once every 2 weeks, we'll say. What irons you usually play? So we got a 16 footer to save par. Little left to right on this break. I've made one already today. Looking to make another. Let's take a look. Might be a little hard. Oh, are you kidding me? There's the first misread of the day. Doesn't happen as much as you would think, but I always like to say it's Skytrack's way of saying be more consistent. Do that putt again. If you can do it again, I'll reward you. So, let's see. Oh, I missed
Oh
it on the
my
low
goodness,
side. I
just
think it was a
missed.
little bit on the close on the club face. Let's take a look in that upper right hand corner. Oh, it was open. Excuse me. Yeah, open. Pushed it off to the right. 4.8 degrees.
And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the
Dropped the
standings.
stroke. It hurts.
Okay, we find ourselves now on the eighth hole tee off.
And see, these are the par fours that kind of jokish. Not gonna lie, 259 yards. But I've still been known to bogey these holes, so you know. Left bunker in front of the green is good. Yeah, I 100% agreed on that with the irons. Um, and you know, you drop this much money on irons, you're not just gonna turn around and trade them in and get new ones. One thing I do love about them is sometimes I will hit the crappiest toe shot and I'd still get almost, I mean, I'd get within 15, 20 yards of the carry distance that I wanted. Like, so it's like sometimes it's kind of remarkable how forgiving they actually are. Oh, great. Here we go. I have another tee right here. I have no idea where that tee's at. All right, 259. Looking to either put it in that front bunker or the right bunker. Oh no. Is that out of bounds? Don't be
And
OB.
he's taking this one through some branches.
I don't think it's OB. It's just on another fairway almost. It's only 62 yards, but we've all been there. This is when you do that walk of shame. It's like, can I hit? Can I hit? I know I'm on your fairway. I'm just going to walk up and not even look at where I'm hitting. That sucks. No, I'm going to blame the tee. I have no clue where it's at. I had another one, but it's a different height, and it's really messing with me. But gotta focus on task ahead. That's putting this on the green. That's a good way of explaining it. The scissors, the chainsaw theory. All right, 62 yards out of some stuff, to say the least. Just gonna go with the smooth 56. Speaking of wedges there, Rocket, what gap of wedges do you usually play? Come on, give me some spin on that. It checked up.
I think he's going to like that.
I personally got a 58, 56, and then I jump up to a 52.
16 feet away.
Still putting for birdie. Not much break on these greens. I like it. A little flat. Just makes you hit, square putts. 16 footer, and this thing is dead flat. So, square putt. Keep the club face nice and square. And this putt's dropping for bird. Ah, there's another misread on the same distance. Doesn't like these. Give me some.
Ooh, and it
Oh,
just
way
misses.
too hard. Are you kidding me? What the hell's a hole at? That thing,
And this putt's for par.
I don't know. Don't know about that. That's tough. And that's kind of where putting on the sim. 51, 56, 60. So you go 51, 56, and 60. Yeah. So I used to carry a 60, but that thing, with the as bad as my short game is with chipping around the green, a 60 does not belong in my bag. All right, 21 footer to save par. It dropped.
Nice hole, Robert.
Hey,
Solid putt.
I feel like that's Skytrack's way of making up for that one that I burned by. I don't think I should
And
have done that,
currently,
but
in today's event, the score to beat's 2 under
you
par.
know, nothing better than dropping a long putt for
Okay,
par.
and on to the ninth.
Hey Rocket, if you had to critique your game, what would you say is your strongest point of your game, and maybe your part you need the most some work on to practice? Me personally, chipping. If I could chip, my iron game is strong. My irons are probably my favorite part of my game. And driver can be inconsistent and wild at times, but I think that's kind of every mid to high handicapper. But if I could get my chips down, in anything inside 100 yards lives rent free in my head. Can't I just can't. I don't know. 358 yard par 4. Kind of a weird shaped fairway here. still trying to keep an eye out for that other tee. I'm using a little bit of a higher one, and it is messing with my brain. I'm hitting it high off the club face. Ah, this sucks.
Not good. This is not going to be good.
Just don't plug. All right. I'm gonna have to get this ball up quick, fast, and in a hurry. How did these tees disappear? I don't get it. Found it. No, this is not it. This is the one I just hit. Anyways, 144 yards. So would you say you average pretty far off the tee? What would you average off the tee? 144 yards here. This second shot here on hole 9. Think I'm gonna go 9 iron. Sounds good to me. Coming out of this bunker, though, I don't want to go 8 and not have enough room to get out of that bunker. Got a lip right in front of us. And 9 has been friendly to me, so I'm gonna keep hitting it, and hopefully I can put a little something extra on this 9. I paired it. Get up there. That's about as good as I can hit my 9. Well, it is out of a bunker, so I am losing a little distance, but I absolutely hit that exactly the way I wanted it. So that
And this
bunker's
putt is
probably
for
going to
birdie.
take off at least 5 to 8 yards, but I'm putting for birdie. I'm still looking for this tee. I don't know where it's at. It's it's bugging me bad. 43-foot birdie putt. Any birdie putt is a good putt in my opinion. It's kind of a double breaker. Starts out going right, yeah, right to left. No, it only goes left to right behind the hole, so it's pretty much all right to left. 33-foot uphill. Get the speed down. We'll see. I nestled it up there pretty well, I think, for a gimme par. Ooh, barely.
And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And now teeing off on the par 5.
So, you know, being in California, we don't get as extreme weather as New England. I'm not even going to try and say that, you know, anything compared to, but I do notice in the wintertime, I lose distance. That ball feels sometimes like a rock. I mean, and granted, I'll be playing out here in, sometimes it'll be 45 degrees. I think it's probably the coldest that I'd be out here on the Sin. I can only imagine the coldest that you've played on Rocket, but you know, I do notice a difference. Like right now, the ball's compressing, the clubs are warm. You know, everything's kind of you're gonna get the most out of your clubs. So I 100% get what you're saying. Gets a little narrow up there at 250, but a shorter par 5, 469 yards. All right, I'm still rocking this longer tee, and it sucks. I don't get how I can just lose a tee like that. Like, where can it possibly go? Anyways, that was finally the best contact I've made with this tee, but there's water to the right. I
That
don't
was a powerful,
don't think it's
powerful
gonna
drive.
reach the water. Whew! Look at that thing. Thing looks like the Apollo coming down. 235. Okay, yeah. I, I, I think I'm not gonna retract what I said because I do notice a difference, but you might lose a golf ball. I lost a tee here. You might lose a golf ball in the snow. You might have to use the neon ones when it's snowing out. I don't got 235 yards in me, so I'm just gonna lay up, try and lay up on this left side to give myself a decent amount of green to work with. Hit a 5 iron. Yeah, I caught a little fat. Got stuck on it. It's gonna kick back towards the fairway, but they're not gonna get any roll.
And he's probably not
It's
happy with
bad.
that.
I see it. I think I see both of them. I think I see the one I lost yesterday. Ha! Got it. All right. That puts a little ease to the mind. So this is your prime time year, part time of the year, right? Coming up at least. It's time. 93 yards. Not too much uphill. Got to move my glare blocker off my camera. The way my hitting bay is set up, when the sun's setting, it literally goes right directly into the camera. So I have a little setup to where I can block the glare and still get it. But as soon as it goes down far enough, it doesn't have enough light. So when I take that glare blocker off, so 93 yards, full 56 should get me there. I would rather be a little short than way out there long. So I pulled it a little bit. A little bit. How about a lot of bit? Don't go in that bunker. Oh, got a great bounce. I tried to overswing it. I didn't, and I put it too far up in my stance. 18-yard chip shot. Got to get it over that first hill that's breaking crazy to the right. If I hit it anywhere near that, kind of screwed. So I'm gonna aim up high on the left. Put one over that first hill and just let the slope do the rest and bring it back to the hole. Ah, actually gonna work out, but
Oh, nicely done.
let's go. I will not tell you that I hit that so far behind the golf ball and the golf gods come through.
And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And now setting up the par 4 tee.
You know, it's how I drew it up in my mind, but the contact, everything about the swing was not good. Like I said, the scorecard don't show how you got there. All it shows is what you scored. That's a fact, dude. That is a fact. I played a couple weeks ago, maybe a 20-yard chip, just trying to put it on the green, and I duffed the crap out of my first one. Goes maybe 5 yards in front of me, and now I'm pissed. Just walk up to the ball, crack, chip it in. And that's how the game of golf works. That's how I'll sum it up. Yep. Yep, especially, I don't I can only speak for myself, but with my skill level, I need all the luck I can get. Another tee box that's playing crazy downhill. I wouldn't say crazy. It's only 34 feet. But I was watching Rocket. I was watching your YouTube video of your new setup with the GS Pro, or I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but the GS Pro. Anyways, I saw that you said you had a cooling fan for your laptop, and I'm out in the elements as well. Soon I'm gonna be playing. It's gonna be 100 degrees out here, and my dedication is gonna be real. I'm gonna be out here, but that is on my to get list because I feel that laptop, you know, really stressing, and that's like the heart and soul of making content here is that laptop. Oh yeah, back with the other T and doing the same thing. Give me a kick to the right. Felt a lot better. Same result though. Ah, hit the wrong button. What are we talking about? $20 on Amazon? So 112 yards. I think I'm just gonna go soft pitching wedge. Not gonna try and overswing my 52. Now both my golf balls are gone. What the heck is going on out here? Where's the meme of of Vince Lombardi? What the hell's going on out there? Soft pitching wedge. Just trying to land it on the green, 100 yards, but with the little rollout would be nice. We'll see. Everything's starting to go left right now. I
This
think my
shot looks down for
alignment
the beach folks.
is off. Oh, really? $20 for the wow. I would have thought it would have been a lot more. That's why I wasn't even thinking cooling pad when you said $20. I would have thought it was going to be a lot more. Would you say or it works pretty significantly, like good? Because this thing's going to be out in the elements as well as yours. So, and yours is brand new. All right, 15 yard, back in the bunker. Let's see what. We won't go there. I know you're from New England. All right, little 15 yarder. Pop it up there. Everything's going left. I don't know if the alignment. Checking.
And about 17 feet left to go.
Or if it's just my alignment. It's kind of weird. But we gotta make this for par now. After pulling everything to the left. That's exactly what I'm thinking. There's days where even though it's sitting in the shade, that I'll grab it and I'm like, oh, this is not good. Right now it's perfect. Like, you know, it was about 85 when I started, but it's a comfortable 74 right now. So I'm enjoying myself out here. I'm in paradise. All right, 16 footer. Got to make it for par. I've made a few long par putts today. Breaking right to left. Have you put any thought into what you're going to put your putting gimmies at? See, it's not liking this distance. This is why I put my gimmies at 9 feet. Because usually these shorter putts, I have this problem. And I have to hit it a little bit harder. And then guess what happens? Uh-oh. We blow it right by. But that's two in a row on misreads. And I think it was because I was messing with the alignment on the laptop. It's not good. I have no idea now. And this is probably the downside of putting. It's not going to pick up nothing as of right now. I'm just going to try and hit one. I'm going to rewind that shot as long as it picks it up. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know, it'll pick it up when I whack it like that, but a normal putt, it just won't pick it up. I'm going to rewind that shot.
We have a
Obviously, I didn't
plan that's
try
going
and do
off
that.
the green.
I just wanted it to see if it will pick something up, which it did. And
And
sometimes
about
once you get
17
it
feet to
to
the cup.
actually pick up a shot, then it's back, you know, where it was before. I haven't had one of these episodes in a while. It's actually been treating me pretty well. But, you know, every once in a while she wants to be stubborn. Oh,
Ooh, and it
and
just doesn't drop.
that putt wasn't much better though. It blew it by. At least it picked it up, but missed it for par.
And this one's for the bogey.
So, okay, this actually does have that as well. You could set your auto putt whatever you want, truthfully, on this. I personally do like the putting, just, you know, get the reps in with the putter. But sometimes you come across what just happened to me, and it's frustrating. So you could set, you know, 6 foot for one putt, and anything else on the green's a two putt. Or 6 foot, one putt, you know, 20 foot, anything inside 20 feet is two putt, and then anything else outside of that, you actually have to putt. So then you can set inside 6 foot, but my gimmies are at 9 feet right now. All the leagues online play 6 foot gimmies.
Oh my
Woo!
goodness.
Are you kidding me? That would look like it was right in the heart.
And as we look at the leaderboard today, the score to beat is currently 3 under par. And moving along now on the 12th hole.
Hmm. I wonder if it's just because you're so used to always hitting off a tight lie with chipping. You know, off a mat, you got a perfect lie every time. And it's basically what we would consider a tight lie in real life. That's a double bogey. That hurts. Yeah, that was a little putting fiasco there. And we're not used to hitting out of the long grass. Because, I don't know, my chipping hasn't gotten any better since playing on sim. And I keep trying different things, and that could be, you know, could be part of it, but I don't know with my chipping. But putting, getting the reps in with that putter, I feel like helps me on the greens. Don't help me read the greens in real life, but it definitely helps me, you know, with the putter stroke. This doesn't feel too hot. Yeah, it's a nice draw. Give me a kick to the right. Come on. Oh, that's actually going to be really well. It worked out. It was definitely off the toe, but usually my toe shots do draw.
I think you'll like that. And about 130 yards to the pin.
I think I'm going to go pitching wedge with this. 129. It's pretty flat. Yeah. I don't want to over hit a 9 iron too far. I'd rather be just under the hole. So I'm going to go with my wedge. My pitching wedge used to be my favorite club until that 9 iron came around. I think this is left too. I'm not as bad, but
Nope,
man,
this isn't looking too good.
got a great bounce. You know, came back onto the green.
Well, you'll probably like that.
It's a birdie opportunity, but from 130 in, I want to be,
And
you
this
know,
one's for
at
birdie.
least 20 footer for birdie. You know, I know it's being greedy, but on a sim, I think 20 feet seems pretty reasonable from one, 30 out. So okay, that's another thing with the alignment. I struggle so bad on a real course trying to find my alignment because on sim I know exactly how I have to line up every time except for the last few times where I hit left. But for a decent shot, and once I get on the course, kind of all goes out the window. So we we really are struggling with the same things. I will always tell someone when they ask if the simulator helps your game improve on the course. I would always tell someone yes, it will help improve your game on the course. In my opinion, anytime you're hitting golf balls, hitting, and on the sim you're actually getting, ball flight results is a good thing. Take it for what it's worth. I go a lot off of just feel and contact. If I'm making great contact, that contact definitely translates over to the real course. I don't know why I put my glove on. All right, 33 feet, birdie putt. Just tuck it up there. All right, give me my par, and we're continuing on. This round's actually taking a long time.
And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. And now the 13th hole.
Whew, this is a long par three. This is what I've been waiting for. 205 yards, playing a little downhill. What the heck? There's my circle. Think I'm gonna go 5 iron. So from 205 Rocket, what would you say would be your go-to club from that distance? For me, it's right around a 5 iron. Probably land it about 190. Let it run up there. I'm gonna hit five though. If I really get a hold of a five, I can take it to that 200 mark. this is left too. I can just feel it coming off the club face.
That looks like the hybrid.
Didn't get a good bounce.
And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. And that seems to be the story for his round today. Just
Yeah,
can't seem to
left.
hit those greens in
Left has
regulation.
been the key word to this round. So what's the temperature out there right now in New England? Hasn't started warming up yet? Thought it at least would be what? If I had to guess, low 60s, maybe 60 degrees on the dot. All right, 23-yard chip shot. This thing's breaking pretty hard from left to right, so just trying to get it up there, let it run out. Oh no, that was thinned. Sometimes I should just say, yep, that came off the club face just how I wanted it to. Because the two worst chip shots that I've hit, one's tucked up within a couple feet, and the other one went in.
And after that hole, +3 on the day. And now the 14th hole.
This is oh, so this is gonna be target golf unless you can carry these trees. But you could bring water into play. Let's see the window. I feel like I could get it over all that. I'm gonna try it. It's just a matter of getting it over these trees. If I could do that without a big slice, this drive's gonna be money. All right, let's try and realign myself. That might be left. It was solid feel off the club face. Oh, hit the window to the walls. Wow. Now that
And I think he will like that.
was a drive. I impressed myself with that one. I appreciate you, Uneven Par. Thanks for stopping in. It's definitely a unique take on this, kind of like it. I was telling I was telling Rocket, him and I were going over ideas because he also makes simulator content. But I was telling him it brings a whole new element to the simulator. I really like the way it looks. 69 yards. If one's gonna drop, it's gonna drop from 69 yards. It's gonna be a 56-degree wedge. Not full, maybe like a 3/4 to half. We'll see. I don't think I got enough of it to get it there. Oh, too much? Oh, right over the pin. Wow.
And he's probably going to like that.
Didn't feel like I hit it like that, but it did come off the good part of the club face. It just didn't feel like I
And
peered
from
it. It felt a
25
little
feet.
fat. Hey, my yeah, that as of right now, yes, but my struggle season's coming up. Like I said, you're gonna see the dedication because it's gonna be 100 degrees where I'm standing right now, and I'll be out here. I have to be out here if I want to grow the channel. I am considering getting some like super bright like halogen work lights, putting them up back there, and seeing possibly doing night golf in the summertime. But so we got a 21 footer for birdie, breaking pretty hard from right to left. I don't know if I hit it hard enough. Eh, not really. Never gave it a chance. But it's inside that gimme range.
And as we look at the leaderboard, current leader sits at 1 under. And moving on to the 15th here.
I don't get that hot. I don't get that hot out here. It'll be 100, but 120. Don't get that warm. Maybe some places in California. I'm more Bay Area. I think we're about an hour and a half from San Francisco. That's why this course is, one of the top courses in Northern California. It's Indian Reservation Casino land that it's on, and they spare no expense when it comes to taking care of this thing. It is always in prime condition. This is a double fairway. I'm going to aim the left fairway. This is a very intimidating. Yeah, so I've played it in the night, at night before. I've had one round that was going long. In the wintertime, you don't get much daylight, and it'll pick it up. It definitely will pick it up. It doesn't need to have substantial lighting to pick up these shots. Uh-oh, T-gate. I don't know where it went. I think it's behind the screen. Nope. Let's see it. I don't know how this works, how this happens, but these tees find the smallest places to go. Like this thing went under an impact screen. It went under a green screen. I don't know. It's like it knows. It just wants to be a pain in my ass. All right, intimidating tee shot. Got to carry it over water and trouble to the right. So it's left. I don't know what left looks like. Left is not bad. Get through there. That little branchy
And he
tree
won't be
is
too
gonna
pleased with that.
be a problem, I feel like. No, it's not. Yeah, it definitely stayed left. Everything, it was kind of crazy. Everything just started going left, like bad. I don't know if it's my alignment, the alignment of the SkyTrack that came off, but I can't really mess with it. I just got to play it at this point. 101 yards. This is going to be a smooth 52 wedge. Looking to put this on. It's a good ball. Get a good bounce.
Yeah, I think he'll be happy with that.
It's one of the worst sounds in golf is when your driver touches pavement.
From 22 feet out.
Sometimes I gotta tell myself, when I get those lefts, I'm coming out too quick. I'm just pulling left, and then I'm coming from the inside out. So a pull draw is definitely not what you want. So I always think impact. Think impact. So at impact, straight through, not hook. It tends to help straighten it out. It did on that shot at least. 33 feet. Left to right. It's 22 feet, but playing like 33 because it's uphill and left to right. That might be a little hard. It's not good. It's a great line, but it died. Wow, it wasn't hard. Oh, where'd that golf ball go?
And
I
currently
got it.
sitting at 3 over for the day after that hole. And just about to tee off on this par 3.
All right, hole 16 coming down to it. Still 3 over on the round. It's a huge green. 157. Aim a little right of the pin. It's going to be an 8 iron. All right. Tell myself, think straight at impact. Felt good. Yeah,
Going with
that would
an
even
8
cut it
iron.
a little bit. Get up there. Yeah. I mean, that was pure.
And that approach is
I
on
even
the green
came.
with
I even
some
came
distance left.
across it a little bit. Trying to keep it
And this
straight,
putt is for
which
birdie.
is a good sign. Tells you I'm overcorrecting my first mistake of hooking it left. So I'll take a cut after that because I'm overemphasizing trying to keep that club face square. Got a birdie putt. This 33 feet has been a pretty consistent number. This one's playing a little bit longer. Got pretty hard breaks from right to left. I'm going to aim it pretty high up on the right side. Let's see what we're working with. Show me what you're working with. Ooh, tucked it on the low side. Hold on, ball. We're within that gimme.
And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole.
Oh,
Okay, and setting up
it's
on the
getting a little
17th
dark.
tee.
You would crack up. I'm not even gonna lie. If you've seen what my hitting bay looked like behind me, like all you see is this or like the game behind me. But everyone I show dies laughing when they're like, "How do you get that out of that setup?" All right, left is safe here, so I'm just gonna aim it out to the left. Hey, what's up, Kev? You're here. We're playing Yohi Dehe. Kev's my go-to golfing buddy. We are still yet to get out to this course. I've played it before, a long time ago, but I want to take Kevin out there. Appreciate you stopping in, Kev. Rocket makes YouTube content also with the simulator. He's stopped in. We've been bouncing ideas left and right, talking golf, you know. You know what we do. Anyways, 464 yard, shorter par 5. Aim it out to the left. Trying to take it up. Maybe even get a little lucky with some cart path action. Uh-oh, water. There's water over there. And we're going to find it. Yeah, we got cart path action, all right. That's
Looks
the
like it's
one
gonna
time I
run
did
some
not want to
trees.
hit it. Oh, that sucks. It's going to make me drop it or re-hit. I'm going to drop. I have not done that video yet. It's a good idea. Should start brainstorming it, but it's a small area. Kev's seen the area, and it's kind of crazy to get this out of this. Like I've seen Rocket. Looks like you're hitting in like a forest, dude. Like if one gets loose, I don't know. Has one gotten loose on you? Like where does it go? This I don't think I got this shot in me. I'm gonna aim high on this hill. Oh no, I'm not. Got to keep it low. This is gonna be a tough shot. I'm gonna hit a 4 iron. I gotta keep it low. I'm just trying to lay up, but even to lay up, this is gonna be a tough shot. At, at this point, bogey at best. I got under the tree. I didn't hear it
And it looks
clip
like
it.
it's going into the deep stuff.
Kick right. It did. That actually worked out really well. Oh, that's a little too
I
close
didn't
for
really
water. To
expect too
water.
much, given that lie. And this next one coming out of the rough.
All right, another 68-yard shot. I'm gonna go with the 58 this time. I've been hitting my 56 and it's carried it every time, like right over the pin. So I'm gonna aim right at the pin. And go 58. And a little under it. It's probably gonna have some crazy spin on it. I didn't realize there was a false front up there. Otherwise I would have went 56. Stop, ball.
this to save par.
I actually have a putt for par, which is kind of amazing, but it is a short par five, so it makes sense. I know that 4 iron, I literally was like, oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Come off that hill down to the fairway, and next thing you know, there's water right there. I'm like, holy sh. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Rocket, because that is one reason why I could not go with the R10. I really wanted to because of the price point, and it seemed like it's really accurate. But I didn't have the space. Like, one gets away from me here, I'm breaking windows. Like, it is not pretty. All right, 64 feet for par. I would like to have been a little closer, but any par putt is a good putt, especially after going in the water. 64. We'll see. I don't think I gave it enough. It was a good putt, but just not good enough.
And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole.
Yeah, okay. So
And as
I
he
thought it was
tees
just the
off here on the
perspective of the
18th,
camera,
you
Rocket,
gotta wonder what's going through his
but
head. Four
that makes
strokes
sense. So
off the
I've had to
lead.
put,
Let's see what
again, you can't
happens.
see it, but I have a overhanging net right here that only goes about maybe 2 feet, but it's to stop anything. So I could hit a full 58 if I want to. See, that's just how I had to learn the hard way of doing that. Hole 18. This is Yocha Dehe's signature hole. Reminds me a lot of hole 18, like exact opposite of hole 18 at Sawgrass. Like this one dog legs to the right, Sawgrass goes to the left, but it's pretty identical, just the opposite. It's all about just getting comfortable with it. I'll tell you that because yeah, I I mean I think the biggest thing is what I could break is a glass door directly to my right, a shank. But I kind of have stuff lying there to where it will block it. But as far as going up and over the screen, it's not happening. All right, don't want that drive that I had on the last hole. As you can hear, my neighbors are real close to me. I don't even know if they know what I do back here. Can you imagine this sound? I might have pushed that to the right. But again, no? Okay, that's my typical miss.
And I'm not quite sure here.
It's
It
gonna
ended
kick.
up in the fairway though. And from 150 yards.
All right, 150. It's gonna be a smooth eight. Gonna tuck it up there. Alright. Ah, that's left. It's not as left as I thought. It actually get a good bounce. It did. It's gonna roll off that hill.
I think you'll like that.
We have a chance for birdie.
And
You
the
want me to
set's putt
keep
for a
going,
75 on the
Rocket?
final round.
Man, I don't know if I got any more in me. This was a long round, but obviously I wasn't swinging the whole time. We're sitting here BSing, talking shop. Definitely neighbors. That's how close I am to people. So it's kind of funny, like it's all fenced in. So I don't know if they even know what's going on back here. But the sound of a driver, or even just peering like a 5 iron, is like if you don't know that sound, you're like, what the hell was that? Obviously they've gotten used to it because I'm out here all the time. But it's a it's a different sound. All right, let's see. Let's see if this putt drops. 21 footer, so it's 15 feet, playing 21, so a little uphill. Not gonna leave it short, I can tell you that. Oh my gosh, here we go again with the misreads. It's Skytrack testing me, saying hit that putt again. I think that one was hit even better. Oh, didn't give it enough respect. The speed was great. All right, give me 5 minutes, and I don't have much daylight
And as this event
left,
comes to an
but
end for
I'll
him, he
play
had a
another
bit of a
9. But
rough
I do got to
week.
feed my
Didn't
dog, so
really
I'll be right
play
back.
as competitively as he needed to, and I think he's probably just looking towards the next event. And that's all for us here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network and myself. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
You're killing me. All right, I don't know where we're gonna go, but we gotta do it quick because it's getting dark fast, and I don't got adequate lighting out here. You can still see the green screen starting to come through. You know what we'll do? I'll play one of the online societies. There's this guy that creates a bunch of courses. His name's Dean Di Pietro, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know, but he creates a ton of courses, gets the lidar, and he has his own society, which is like a league that he does. So I play this from time to time. A Pete Dye, it's called the Pete Dye course. I have no idea what course it is. It is a lidar course, so it's an actual course. But his his greens vary on speed. We play wind. Like it's like basically playing the game.
Hello,
So I'm not
ladies and
too
gentlemen. I
familiar with
hope
the
you are
fantasy
ready
course. Is that like
for
a bunch of
golf.
the
So glad you could join us for this event
uh,
presented by the TGC Network.
I don't know how to
This
say it,
next
like
event is one round only,
legendary holes
so
in
every
golf?
single shot counts here, folks. Let's get down there now, see what happens.
Oh, here comes the big guy. All right, 349 yards. All right, dude. You know the drill. You cannot come in the hitting area.
And all kinds of possibilities ahead here, folks. Looking
Looks like he's
forward to it.
going left.
And to the folks at home, it's looking like
Okay, it's sand.
sand.
I thought that was a cart path, and I'm like, we're going in the water. Sand is good when you're headed towards water. that's my dog. He's a German Shepherd, Belgian Malinois mix. Best friend. 110 yards. I think I'm just gonna go with like a, almost like a pitch shot pitching wedge. Just get it up there. This should actually be money. Yep. His greens are playing a little
And he'll
faster
be
what
happy with
settings he
that.
puts them on. And I'm talking about the guy that creates this. So all this scoreboard that it
And this
shows at the end of
for the
each hole
birdie.
is actual players that played, um, that's played on his, what it's called, society. We got a little 20 footer for birdie here. I've been told he's an intimidating looking dog, but he's all bark. I shouldn't say all bark because, if someone tries to come into the yard, they're in for a rude awakening. I'll tell you that. All right, 20 footer. I'm looking to start off one under on hole one, but not gonna try and do too much with it. Ah, it's not gonna pick it up. Oh my gosh, the putting. It's been on one today, Kev, and that might be too hard. Come on, stop, stop.
So close.
We're there. All right. Yeah. So he don't know he could do that. Huh.
And starting
You
the
don't
round
know.
off at even par.
I tried
And now let's
not
see
to
what
let
this
him
second
know
hole has in
his
store.
superpowers. Because once he finds that out, it's over. Like, there ain't a fence that can hold him in. So we're going to aim at this cart path. Everything comes off that hillside back towards the fairway. Felt good. We'll see. It's
And this guy's
left.
just
I've been
smoking
having
folks.
these lefty problems. Oh, right through the bunker. I was going to say, is it going to find the smallest bunker on this course? And it almost did. Went right through it.
And he appears to be very deep in the rough here for this next shot.
Only 87 yards. I don't know how much this rough is going to affect it. But I'm going to go with my 56. It's going to be a full swing, and I still might not be able to get it there. Oh, it was great contact. Sit. Ooh, a little zip back on that, baby. How is this
And
possible?
he's
I'm
got to be
playing
happy
better
with
in
that.
this round than I did in my other round. Granted,
And an
the whole
11:51
YouTube
here.
thing, the description, all the above is all messed up. But I'll probably end up cutting this part out unless I get something crazy happen on it. But that's a good question. Because on the course, like my miss is a hook left with every club, and that's my miss with the Skytrack. But sometimes there is ones where I'm like, it didn't feel like, and I would say maybe one out of every 15 to 20, it's like it did not feel like it came off the club face like that. All right, little left to righter, 16 foot for birdie. I would like to make one of these. Come on in. Come on in. Go to your home. Nope. I'm giving them runs. I mean, I'm happy with the putts, but they're just not dropping. Like, giving them a chance.
And after that one, he's going to go down to even par. And next up, we have a par 5 hole.
Whew, these fairways are narrow. But there's not a lot of out of bounds. Looks like left is out of bounds. No out of bounds to the right. I would say the same thing with Skytrack. All right, put another one out there. Oh, that felt like it was money. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's the ball flight I like when it's going good. Hit that cart path and give me some yards. There we go. We are. Oh, get back on it. Let's go. Woo,
And he can't be
306.
very pleased with himself
Double
after
cart
that.
path. Only 205 yards left into this green. Which way is this thing sloping? Back to me. I, I see what you're saying. No, I will say with the SkyTrack, if it picks up that 50-yard slice, it's going 50 yards. Like you've seen some of mine. It is not forgiving on that part. But sometimes I will say if it's too over the top and across and you know you slice it, it will pick it up as a pull. That is one thing. I don't usually have that problem because I come more inside to out, but I know people that have that problem. Okay, 205 yards. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm gonna hit my hybrid. Try and land it a little softer, but I'm gonna have to get a good piece of this hybrid. It's a 5 hybrid. I might have actually pushed it to the right. Nope. It's actually a nice draw, but didn't get the distance I wanted on it. But it's a par 5, so. This is the only
And that
club,
one's
well,
back
I have
in
two
the
clubs in my
fairway,
bag that
nice and
aren't
safe.
titleist.
And that
The
green is
5
definitely ahead of
hybrid,
reach for the next
which
shot.
is a stealth, and then my putter, which is a ping. The Scotties, man, I want one so bad, but they're just really expensive. Riggy, pleasure. Thanks for stopping by. I got this it's like a mini uh, keyboard, and this is what I use to aim and do everything with it. If that's what you're referring to, yeah, I cannot see myself spending. What's a TrackMan go for these days? Like, is it like 10 grand, 12 grand? I don't quite remember the number, but I know it's astronomical. And I don't know if you can play GS Pro on, or even TGC on a TrackMan. I don't know for sure, but I never even played on one. 20K, that is crazy, bro. That's nuts. That is hard to even fathom. We went, Kevin and I went to a PGA tournament in Napa 2 years ago. The Fort Fortnet Championship or whatever, the one that Max Homa won. But every hole they have a TrackMan set up right behind it. And after the tournament, like no one's there, and they're just sitting there. We're like, dude, let's grab one of these and run. Although we didn't, but you know, that thought does go through your head. 29 yards. Felt good. Nope. And that's typically what I do with my wedges. Come up well short. It hit the club face great, but I always account for a miss hit, like a thin shot, and when I actually hit it the way I wanted it, it comes out nice, soft, like a nice arc on it, and it comes up short. Basically, I have almost the same shot that I did before. It's a good line. Kind of got a bad hop. Put that one within the gimme range, but one time too short.
And to save par.
So that was what I've heard with the GC quads. My buddy's got a GC quad, and I'm like, dude, get TGC 2019. We could play. And he's like, man, it costs so much to unlock it, so you can play the simulator courses. Otherwise, you can only play what, it comes with. And I'm like, really? I didn't realize that. 15 footer. This is to save par. I didn't realize this was a par five. He didn't pick that up. I think it has the hardest time picking up the putts with the low light. Dropped it.
And
Let's
that putt
go.
drops.
I always say it's it testing me, saying do it again. That time I did it again.
And after that one, he'll stay at even par.
Yeah, so there is a subscription, a
And
yearly
now the fourth
subscription.
hole.
I think it's like $100 a year, and you get it's got a nice driving range app, and it gives you options for what do they call it? Club mapping. They've got little mini games on there, a full driving range, and it's all right. It's not really worth the $100 a year, but you have to have the $100 subscription to even say you want to play, any of the simulator softwares. All right, 158. Gonna put an 8 iron swing on this.
Looks like a 7 iron.
Definitely not a 7. It was an 8. This could be really good. That is a hell of a shot, if I do say so myself. It's a birdie.
Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And he's tied for third place on the leaderboard. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store for us.
Appreciate it, Kev. I always tell people that, you play with people that ask you, what are you hitting? What are you hitting? And it's like, I'll give you the yardage I'm hitting. I'm hitting my 155 club. Whatever club that is for you, I don't really care, but that's what I'll tell people. Because if I tell people, oh, I'm hitting an 8 iron, either they hit the ball a long way and like, oh, you're hitting an 8, huh? Can't get there with the wedge? No, I can't. Or they're embarrassed that they have to hit a 5 iron to get it 150. So I would tell them, I'm hitting my club that gives me 155. That is true. All right, so it looks like a little bit of a shorter of a par four here. It's a little toey, so it's either going to be a push right or a draw or straight down the middle. I don't know. I aimed it out there. That's exactly where I aimed it because I usually
Yeah,
draw it.
poor luck there. He's probably not too happy about that one.
It's only 71 yards. I don't know what tee boxes this guy picked, but I mean, I'm inside 100 yards on a lot of these par fours, so it can't be too long of tee boxes. And what's actually kind of funny with this course is kind of matching up like the skyline compared to the skyline right now outside. Coming within that golden hour, one of my favorite times to be on the course, like right as the sun starts to set and everything just gets calm as can be. 71 yards uphill. It's going to be pretty full 56 for me. Uh-oh, this could be left. I felt it. No, that's right at it again. Whoo, baby, if it didn't have that spin on it, man, we are on fire right now. It felt like it came out a little left, but I did hold it
And
straight.
after
I
that
held
one,
it, and that could have
holding
been the
steady in third
deciding
place.
factor on it.
And now setting up for the par 4.
And that is very true. I've been talking to Kevin. He has a set of a little bit older clubs, and he's always um, having to hit a higher club. And keep telling him, I was like, dude, the older clubs, like the lofts are completely different on them. Like the newer clubs they make, like an 8 irons, like compared to a 6 iron of an older club, as far as the loft. Don't really want to end up down that hill on the left. Got 380 yards on this par four. I'm just gonna aim it out there. It's a nice little draw. Clear that bunker, not going to. Oh, we got a great bounce over it, but that's where I said I didn't want to be. This is going to be a crazy
And gonna
uphill
guess he's
shot.
not that
Gonna
happy
have to
about
add a
that
lot of
shot.
yards onto it. Hey, that backspin, only 1900 RPM. I could take that. Anything under 2000 is awesome. With driver, 138, crazy uphill. I don't want to be short, but I think I'm gonna go 9 iron. 8 iron would be just way too much club. Yeah, you'll laugh if you want to hear what my pitching wedge loft is. It's a, let me double check that before. It's a 43 degree, my pitching wedge. So when I say I can hit my pitching wedge like, 135, it's like you better be able to if I get a hold of it. It's usually 125, but if I get a hold of it, it's 135 at a 43 degree. Okay, 9 iron. All right, one of my favorite clubs in the bag. Don't steer me wrong. I caught it thin. It's not going to get there. It's a good line, but I'm definitely not going to get there. Stayed up on one of them
Well, this one's
mounds,
still in the rough,
so
but
it didn't go.
I'd take this lie over the previous.
Dang, I wanted to tuck that one up close. But that's what we're getting into, Kev, is the loss of your older irons now are like we were saying, your 6 iron might be compared to like a newer 8 iron, which is crazy to say it out loud, but it's the truth. Like, yeah, and this guy, he says he's rocking these old irons, but he consistently shoots in the low 80s every time we go out. So if it ain't broke, don't fix, or if it ain't broke, why fix it? 27 yards. Got to put this close. This is a blind shot. Get it up there. It's actually one of my better shots from about 30 yards. I'll take that every time from 30 yards.
Setting up about 12 feet away.
This very little break on this putt. That 16 foot has been haunting me, and the Skytrack has hated the 16-foot putt. So all I gotta do is hit this square with the right speed, and this is dropping. My again, I've called it. It did not want to pick this up, and I must be really consistent with my pace because it just doesn't like that speed. Oh, there. Where's the
That was very
break?
close.
I know there was a little bit of right to left. It was it a closed club face? Let's take a look. Yeah, 4 degrees outside of that 2 degree mark that I was talking about earlier, and that's what caused me to miss that
And
putt.
after that hole, 1 under for the day. And that means he's in third place on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on the par
I
5.
think my buddy has something very similar to that. He keeps it. It was his grandfather's old club, and he just kind of keeps it in his bag as a memento. But he pulled it out one time. He's like, he hit his 5 iron into the water. He pulls out this 5 iron and things like this big, and he puts it on the green. It's crazy. That's a good point on that. Never even thought about that. One way, if you're on a rock or on a tree root, that is a good thought. We not just said that. That's funny. Especially in some of these local courses that aren't upkept, the way they, should be. I know at some of the less expensive courses, Kevin and I will play kind of lift and just put it in an area with some grass or something. All right, that's a smooth.
And talk about getting a hold of a drive. This is incredible.
Oh, caught the edge and rolled out. That's what I'm talking about. 216 yards.
And about 215 yards out from here.
I don't think I can get it there. It's gonna be a 4 iron. If I could put it in that bunker on the right, I'll be happy. Oops. Whoa, I'm moving the wrong direction. Ah, caught it thin and left.
I think that's the hybrid.
It's not terrible. It's gonna get a little bit of roll. And 4 iron is not one of my more favorite clubs. Not very good with it. When it's on, I can pump that thing, but very rarely on. All right. I'm curious to see what my screen is looking like. It's actually holding up pretty well with the low light. That is crazy, actually. I'm impressed. All right, so I knew this topic was gonna come up. It's crossed my mind multiple times because GS Pro is definitely what I see most content being made on. It's an expensive buy. I finally was it a firm offered for a TGC. I don't know exactly how much it was. I don't remember, but it's finally done. Paid off. Laptop paid off. Skytrack done. Everything. And now GS Pro has crossed my mind though, because I picture GS Pro on this. It could be another level of taking the channel. You know what I mean? I think if it can handle this, it can handle GS Pro, but I don't know for sure. It is an older laptop. All right, 42 yards. That's all I got left on this par 5. Just get it on the green and deal with it. Deal with whatever putt you left after that. I don't want to come up short. Well, didn't want to come up short. It did say that, but now you're long and you're still not on the green. Man, there's that inside 100-yard game showing its ugly face. And that's a good rule of thumb because, you start getting too comfortable with that. with that debt. You ain't never paying some stuff off. All right, let's put this within gimme range. A little 14 yard chip. Tucked it up there nice. I know the creator of this um, society or league or whatever you want to call it. They are running faster greens,
After
so it's
that
going to
one,
run out a
staying
little
pretty
more,
steady
which is
here
helping
in
me.
third
And all
place on
these
the
are
leaderboard
legit people
and
playing. I
teeing
think
off
Riggy
on this
is
par
on the
three.
leaderboard. Let me check that. And he chimed in earlier. I just want to see that real quick. Yeah, right there, Riggy. He was the one that chimed in on what kind of joystick I'm using or whatever. I don't know. He still might be watching, but he shot even par. He's through 10 though, so he might have like cut the stream short or stream. Not everyone's streaming, but cut the round short, or he might be playing it live. I mean, who knows? Doubt it. 155 here on hole 8. I already know it's gonna be an 8 iron. Don't want to miss it right. Left is fine, but do not want to miss that left because that thing, or right, because that thing is running forever. Hey Rocket, do you only have a YouTube page or do you post on all platforms? Just like Reels to try and drive um, people to your YouTube page? I'm just curious on how you do that. So I got 155. Cannot miss this shot right. Yeah,
Here's an eight
I mean
iron.
that's just what I wanted. If it lands soft, and it's, which it did, that's a hell of a shot.
And not the greatest of swings on that approach shot. Not enough club on that one.
We are short-sighted, but it's not that bad of a chip. Even though I haven't looked at it yet, but it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it's uphill. Just get it on the green. I think that's a stop, stop, stop. We're there. It's a par.
In third
So
place
we are
on the leaderboard.
coming up on
And teeing
hole
off on this par four.
27 of this stream. It's getting dark out here in California. I'm gonna go until I can. I got a decent amount of people on right now, so we're gonna go until there's no go, no mo. So I will say I'm 100% for that, Rocket. But I'll throw this out there. Instagram. I just make reels of good shots that I've had throughout rounds. Make like your shorts on YouTube, throw it on Instagram, and it has taken off. It's drawn attention to my YouTube page, and I mean, it's right behind it. Facebook kind of dead, TikTok dead, but Instagram and YouTube has been the two that kind of are neck and neck. All right, it's a shorter par four, 353 yards, playing downhill. Hey Rocket, what kind of camera do you record with? Is it a webcam or an actual like recording camera? Looking to get off good with a good drive here. That was toey. It's either going to be a push right or a draw. And we went with the push right. It came back a little bit, just nestled down. Nope. I was hoping it would just nestle itself down. It's all right. Other than the fact that we're hitting back uphill. 36 is a lot for me, man. I usually don't have the time to play 36. I get home from, my 9 to 5. And this is just kind of how I let off steam, enjoy myself. I used to get on the Xbox and play, but I always say there's not too many streamers out there that actually do something physical. I can only go for so long. Some of these streamers, go 8 hours straight. Unfortunately, when you're actually out here doing something, there is a time limit. Your body breaks down. 94 yards uphill. I think I'm gonna just go with a straight 56. Not, excuse me, not 56, 52. Just a smooth 52. Get it there. That should be good. If it's the right distance, it's money. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, it's gonna leave me with a long putt.
And
Wow,
I
it
think
stayed
he
up
will
there.
be
If I'm not
pleased with
mistaken,
that.
that is like a slope right there. I thought it was gonna come back
And
down
this
off
putt's
of
for
it.
birdie.
No, it's pretty straight. My eyes are deceiving me in the darkness. That's the mindset right there. Keep grinding. And that's why I wanted to try and I reached out to you, Rocket, try and start a little community, even though, I know there's kind of controversy between GS Pro and TGC, but I don't want anything, any negative. I'm always going to try and, push people forward, share anything that I think might help them. And I would want people to share with me. Golf is a game of constructive criticism when the right person's giving you constructive criticism, obviously. You don't want that douche out there being like, oh, bro, you're doing this. Nah. If someone knows what they're talking about, I'm going to listen and I'm going to try and take that and, you know, build on that. So I wanted to try and build this a little community within our niche of content creators because it is its own, you know, little golf video. It's its own thing, and you know, build each other up and help each other out, and let's grow it together. That's what I'm all about. five viewers is better than what I was getting on Twitch. We don't even want to go there. I was playing for zero. And I was going all out. Like I was showing enthusiasm. It just wasn't catching on. I didn't have a good following. I have a decent following on YouTube. So if five of those 600 tune in, I'm happy. All right, 34. 34-foot birdie putt. Pretty straight, or pretty level. A little left to right. Might be hard. Catch some of the cup. Oh, come on. How does that not drop? Wow, I thought I had one.
And after that one, holding steady here in third place on the leaderboard. And next up is a par 4, folks.
That's a fact. You waste too much energy hating, man. If it ain't for you, you can move on. But, if it's something that even piques your interest a little bit, stop by. It's funny because on Twitch, when I was trying to gain followers on Twitch, I was playing the Tiger Woods because TGC 2019 wasn't on there. And so I was playing Tiger Woods 24, 2K24, whatever it was. Someone stopped in and it's like, hey, this not Tiger Woods, but damn, this is sick. I was like, yo, when people see it, you was expecting to see Tiger Woods, someone playing on a controller, and you see this. This is different. That is a fact. And maybe at one time, the good goods was some somewhere down the line, they had to start somewhere, but once I just don't know at this point if they'd be someone that I would really want to engage with. They'd be cool to meet, like, whatever, but all right. It's off the heel. Usually, yeah. Oh, we're going to a whole nother fairway. Look out on that tee box. Yeah, it went 256. Only 124 yards. That was 40 yards off center line. That's bad. The back's getting tight. Yeah, that's pretty much the reaction that I got. Was, hey, you're not. They don't. Although some of their stuff, good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It's entertaining. Like I'm sure we've all seen. Excuse me, that video where they're in a scramble on that par four, and they're all just sticking it close, and then finally one goes in. I think that. Holy crap! What's going on? That's the one that everyone knows. 124. It's gonna be a pitching wedge. Playing uphill. I don't know if you can see this, but it is dark. This might be my last. Next hole might be my last hole. I felt good. It's gonna have to go. Get a bounce.
Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And from 24 feet away.
Hey, appreciate it, Riggy. I see you on the leaderboard. You know, this is actually, I don't play too often in the Petros society, but um, I decided to just keep playing. And this is one of my better rounds in general on TGC. I've shot, I think three under is my best, but I don't usually do too good. But that's a fact. That is a fact. And you know, one thing is they're never gonna see that comment you put up there. You know, and on these smaller channels, you're gonna actually get you know reactions from the person that's putting out the content. I want people to reach out to me, and it's nice that someone actually we oh, golf. If you like golf, let's talk. This you know, it's just talking shop. All right, 26 feet, birdie putt. Might be too hard, but we'll see. Yeah, stop. Come on, one time.
And after that hole, one under for the day.
I appreciate it,
And
Rocky.
he's
I'm glad you
currently
talked
tied
me
for
into it
fourth
because I'm
up
actually
on the leaderboard.
shooting a pretty
And
solid
moving
round. I
on to
don't
the
want to
11th
stop,
hole.
but the sun is making me. Let's see. I don't even know what I look like on here. Yeah, we're done. We are done. Hey, anybody that stopped by, this went a little bit longer than I expected. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're ending the stream there. I'm gonna pick up this possibly tomorrow, right where we left off. So if you want to see how this round finishes, come back tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram at Smoke Sim Golf. I post 30 minutes before the stream starts and right when the stream starts, so you'll know. Or you could just set your notifications to notify you when live stream starts. Appreciate it. Again, Rocket, thanks for hanging out the whole time. Hopefully we could do this more, and I will consider getting the GS Pro if I could figure it out. Here's my boy Dro. Till next time, I'm out.